On the science fiction and fantasy stack exchange, and there's an interesting question: is the flame and the void a real meditation technique? And in the Wheel of Time series, several characters, especially the protagonist Randall Thor, use a technique they call the flame and the void in order to improve their concentration. It's used by archers to perfect their aim, by male channelers to find Satan, and it's also a way of ignoring emotions, pouring them into the flame while you yourself float without sensation in the void. Remember the flame, lad, and the void. It was an odd thing Tam had taught him. Concentrate on a single flame and feed all your passions into it, fear, hate, anger, until your mind became empty. Become one with the void, Tam said, and you could do anything. Does it work, or is it something that Jordan made up? Well, it's actually just a version of Kundalini meditation where you're getting rid of different emotions related to your different chakras, and transcendental meditation where you're clearing your mind. So it's actually meditation as is, and the flame is basically Tratak meditation or an object guided meditation. So let's see what the response that other people have given. Yes, the flame and the void has been tried and tested in real life by someone experimenting with different meditation techniques. Here's their description of how successful it was. Emphasis mine in all the quotes below. How it's done: imagine a flame, feed every thought, emotion, feeling that comes to you into this flame. It may help to take a visual representation of the thing and feed that into the flame, and when everything is gone, let the flame go and surround yourself in the void of emotion and thought that is left. Go back to step 2 if the void disappears, and take the actions you need or want to take unaffected by thoughts or emotions. So I practiced the flame and void in many different scenarios, some extremely uncomfortable or even painful, and with my hand in ice-cold water on a bumpy and uncomfortable bus in bed going to sleep. I would also do miniature meditations when I needed to deal with something like emotional turmoil, boredom, or getting my eyebrows plucked. I've got a unibrow by default, gotta keep that thing tamed. Ice water was the most painful, and therefore most indicative of success in trying to distance myself from the physical pain. I was able to hold my hand in ice water for 3 full minutes, and the maximum I'm sure I can go without causing myself harm, chosen by following in the footsteps of Mythbusters in their pain tolerance experiment. Most people can't do this, and I know I would have given up in the first minute if not for this meditation. And throughout the 3 minutes, I had a few solid moments where I was completely successful in not caring about the pain, and a few where it hurt intensely, and the only way I was able to keep my hand in the water was to just continually feed that pain into the flame as fast as it was hitting me. He describes it as being easier than the other types of meditation he tried, which would make it well suited for teaching to soldiers, or soldiers who would be too busy learning to fight or channel to bother spending much time on complicated meditation techniques. So it's almost like a sacrificial technique where you take an image of something and feed it to the sacrificial fire. In the ancient days, they would even light up a real fire and draw something in flour or something and throw it into the fire. And he also mentions that the flame and the void left him feeling emotionally harder and more focused rather than relaxed, and this matches the effect that's described to have on Rand in the WOT books, and is again well suited for use in battle. The flame and the void is my favorite meditation so far. It holds all the benefits of mindfulness meditation and has the additional benefit of being way easier to dive into from day one. Focusing on the steps of this meditation, feeding thoughts and emotions into a flame, and then maintaining a shield-like void around one's self is much easier than focusing only in my breath, making it a more immediately effective method of eliminating everything from my mind. However, it's not as relaxing as the other meditation methods. Instead of being calming, it's more hardening. I don't feel relaxed during or after meditating, I feel focused. I feel the strain of maintaining the void. And this shares many similarities with mindfulness meditation, the main difference being that this is easier and mindfulness meditation is more calming. I can see myself practicing both styles in my life, using the flame and the void for work and sang Freud in the moment, and mindfulness for training myself to be calm and focused overall. I've got to say, I really didn't expect the flame and the void to be so impactful. I only tried it out because I'm reading the Wheel of Time novels and thought it would be interesting. Lo and behold, it's the most effective and easy to learn meditation style yet that I've discovered. The results discovered by this review or meditation are again consistent with the description of Rand's experience of using the flame and the void. Drastically increased ability to tolerate discomfort, both physical and emotional, ability to almost instinctually begin meditating whenever I find myself in an uncomfortable situation, ability to have near complete focus on the moment and what I've devoted it to when I use the flame and void while doing anything, increased ability to clear my mind, increased ability to stoically do what I have devoted a given time to, even if it's not enjoyable. I become more emotionally cold when I'm using the flame and the void. In summary, the flame and void does work as described, and it's a very effective meditation technique for achieving emotional coldness, clearing the mind, and distancing oneself from pain and sensations of all kinds.